Hello everybody, my name is Sir Waffle Gaming and welcome to Factorio. Now if you don't know what Factorio is, I highly suggest you check out the game because it is just the greatest game ever. It's basically how Minecraft, but you have the power to automate practically everything, and it's just really cool like that. I really like that, and it used to be sold only on its website. I think it was in alpha on its website for a really long time, and that's when I got it. But then recently it came onto Steam Early Access, and you can buy it now for I think $20. But if you bought the game when it was in an alpha, like previously before Steam, you had to buy the game from the website. And if you bought the game from the website, what you can do is that you can log on to your account, and then when you log on to your account, you can actually get a Steam key, and the developers give you a Steam key, and that Steam key, if you redeem it, basically gives you a free copy of Factorio. So it's really nice that they did that, and that's why I have it now. It's such a good game. It's like so much fun. There are different campaign modes to it, but the first steps, it's legit just the worst tutorial ever. It's not the worst tutorial, but it's just a tutorial, and I played this game enough that I don't need it. And then if you want some challenge modes, and A New Hope, Transport, Belt Madness, and Tight Spot, there are a bunch of things that if you want to challenge yourself. So I'm just gonna leave this everything regular, and I'm just going to generate a random world. Now hopefully I get decent resources near me, because I really want to make a series out of this, and I just do not want to go all the way to Planet X trying to find apparently copper. So apparently there's not a lot of copper. I can see on the map that there's some copper here. Here's the coal deposit. Here's a big iron deposit, but I don't see any coal, sadly. There's a little bit of oil up there. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then this series is going to be the most confusing thing ever. Just like a little just splurge of oil there. Oh. Well, anyways, I'm just going to set up shop. So I'm going to start off my factory. I need to get some picks. So what do you need in order to create a tool? What is it called? An iron. Oh, I could just. I'm given iron plates to begin with, so I can just make an iron axe. And if you don't know what this game is, this is basically just a patch of iron. This is a patch of coal, and even though it's really small, this is a patch of copper. Now, what you can do is that initially you're gonna have to mine. Like, you're gonna have to, hold right click and just get up the resources regularly, right? But the cool thing about this game is that you can automate practically any process that you want. So for example, if you're playing any of the campaign modes, you're not going to be given this to begin with, but since I'm just playing a new game, I'm given a mining drill and a stone furnace. Now what's really cool about this is that normally what I'd have to do is that I'd have to pick some copper, put it in the fuel slot, pick some iron, put it in the fuel slot, and then I just do that. But with this, I can actually have it so that it might actually no, hold on. I can actually have it so that it mines iron ore for me, and since the output slot for it is right adjacent to the stone furnace, then it actually puts iron in here, and I can actually automatically smelt that. So in just the beginning, I've able to lightly automate the mining process, and that's a really handy thing. So my initial idea is that what I'm gonna have to do is I'm going to have to set up mining, like this type of setup, for the coal and for the copper, because those are really important resources in this game. You cannot do anything without them. And there are other resources that you can use. Like, I know water is something that you're going to need, especially when you want to make electricity, and there's also oil, which is what's right over here that you can do stuff with. But coal is going to be your basically #1 power source, and iron and copper basically make up practically every craftable item in this game. This is just the truth about it. So I'm just making a bunch of plates, and I'm going to... Do I have any stone? I'm gonna have to mine up some stone. And the reason I need the stone is because I have to create another furnace and a burning drill. And I think the burning drill needs a stone furnace internally. So if I press C and I go into my crafting menu, I go to production, I can make a burning drill and I can make a stone furnace. So what I can do is I can run all the way over here, all the way across the damn planet, and I can just smack this right here. Boom, I'm gonna have to mine up some fuel for both of those. And then the next thing, actually hold on, while I'm doing that, I'm gonna mine up 5 stone so I can just go ahead and make a burning drill while I'm there. Can I go ahead and make this? Oh, what do I need? I need iron plates. Let me come back over here. Let me just steal that. There you go, burning mine drill. And I also need a crate, and I can make an iron chest. I'll make an iron chest. An iron chest is... There are like different types of chests. There's wooden chest, iron chests. Wooden chest has... An iron chest has more capacity than a wooden chest, and it goes on, and that sort of logic forever. So... And let me just show you the biggest piece of inception ever. I am using coal to mine coal. There you go. 11 out of 15. Skills. So I really want to turn this into a series. This is such a good game, and you can do so much with it. It's just brilliant. I've been meaning to do a series on this game for such a long time, but I haven't gotten around to it because of the whole college and school stuff. And I was actually waiting to be able to play it co-op with a friend, because there is actually multiplayer in this. You know, I was waiting until I could play multiplayer with a friend, but he broke his microphone, so that basically just ended that dream. So put half of this here and half of this here, and in just the first episode I made it so that I get copper, coal, and iron automatically. But is this just another random patch of iron? Yeah, and there's also another random patch of stone. I'm pretty sure I'm never gonna need that. Stone is not used for a lot of things. Actually, I heard that there were... Hold on. I heard that there were floors in this game. Like previously, you built everything on grass, but now I think you can actually add floors, like tiles and whatnot, like stone tiles to your factory, so that you can have like an entire base encased in walls, and you can have like an actual floor instead of building everything on grass. That's how you used to have it. Here. Let me just do that real quick. Top up my drill. Let me just steal all that. Hold on. There you go. Get that. Oh, and I also forgot that you can actually do this, and that is the greatest thing ever, because you can't in Minecraft you can't separate it into 2 different stacks. So what you can do is that you can just exit menus and just carry it over if you want to distribute them. And if you're playing multiplayer and you want to drop an item, I think you just... Oh. You can't do that. I think you just... Oh, I forgot how you do it, but there's a way to do that. Trust me, there is. I guess I should just mine up some stone while I wait. And before I do that, let me actually see if I can... So here's a steam engine, and a steam engine is how you can actually produce electricity. Now, I have my own certain method of doing this, and it's really... It's not weird or kind of bad. It's just my own preferred method of doing it. I can only explain how it works if I actually show it to you. So actually, you know what I can do in order to increase production? What do I need? I need more iron plates. So I can come over here. I can basically pick both of these up. I can put the furnace inside of here. I can have the drill pointing that way. And then what I can do is that I can make another burning drill. And it should be crafted any moment there. And if I give this fuel, which I'll go do right now, all the way over here, how good are you? You're gonna need some more fuel, so if I come all the way up here, so now I have two. Okay, hold on, what? Okay, so I thought I did something randomly, but apparently I didn't, so just never mind. So now I have two different drills drilling up iron ore and putting it into this one furnace, and now, so I can just, you know, mine stuff up faster. But this isn't this is a way to top off your stone furnace. It's not actually a way to produce more. If you want to produce more, you're gonna have to do certain things. If you're new to this game, then I'll show you everything that you need to know. So I'm going to need to get some copper, but before that, I think I can produce 2 steam engines. There you go. So where's the copper? Oh, I've got coal, right? Yeah, I've got coal. So you're okay. You're going to need stuff. And I'm going to top this up more than the others because I just leave this to do its own thing more often. Copper is not used as much as iron, and that's why that's why you want like a really massive iron patch and like another massive but lesser patch of copper. And I'm just using this because I haven't explored the area and I don't have a nearby source of copper, so I guess that's just going to do for now. Oh yeah, and the game autosaves, which is really helpful because your game can get massive. Like, I think the world that you can play this game in is nearly infinite. Well, it's not actually infinite, but it's just so massive people just consider it infinite. So there you go. I have 2 steam engines, and in order to run the steam engine, you're going to need... You know what? I'm going to start drilling up stone because I'm just tired of picking it. I might as well. 3, 4, 5. And while that's crafting, I'll just go ahead and mine stuff up. So it goes there, and I can produce another iron chest, and that can go here, and I have no coal. So I've taken all that coal. There you go. So now it should just automatically produce stone for me, and I don't have to like bother doing anything else. So here's a steam engine, right? And to run a steam engine, you're going to need water, and you get that by using the offshore pump and some pipes. And you're also going to need to heat that water, and you're going to use a boiler for that. Now I have my, again, as I said earlier, I have my own optimization method for this. And just thinking about it, I kind of want to put it... I have like a lake over here, so maybe I can actually just put it here. Because I was thinking I could just enclose this area for it, but in order to heat up the water, you're going to use a boiler, and the boiler needs coal in order to operate. So I think I want to have my factory kind of here, and just having the coal just cut right through it. Although it is kind of neat, I think it'll just get in the way of things because... Yeah, I think it'll just get in the way of things. So what I'll do is I'll just... First, I'm going to need giga shit tons of conveyor belts, and I'll just let everything do its business down there while I chop down some wood. And also, I don't know the story fully of this game. Like, I know there's a story to it. I think it's that Earth got so polluted and depleted of its resources that basically everybody left, and that's all the story they had in the alpha, I think. And then here they have it so that they tried to move to a different planet, but something bad happened in a crash, and like some sort of crash happened or something, and you're the lone survivor, and you've got to survive somehow by making factories. I love how you have to survive by making a ton of stuff, but you have no food whatsoever, just like no thirst or hunger or anything. And I'm pretty sure the objective isn't even to survive. Like, the objective of the game isn't to survive. I think it's just to be able to escape or join everybody else, maybe. Like you're in a probe or something and you have to like check out a planet and your probe kind of like crashed and died and you gotta go back to your friends and whatnot. Because I mistakenly thought that the first step campaign mode was basically this version, but you know, an official campaign where I would get like some with the story or something. But it just acts more like a tutorial, and so yeah, I played that for a little bit, and that seems to be what I'm getting the impression, that there's some crashed ship and whatnot. But I didn't play it deep enough in order to see. So I need way more boilers than that. And what do I need? I need stone. Oh. Coal mine. Everything's dying. Everything's dying. Alright, so let's put 10 there. You're still whacking away. There you go. That's more than enough stone that I need. So, you're gonna whack away. You're gonna whack away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're gonna whack away. And I need to get all the way over here. And I'm just gonna have to let that whack away. And again, there's a... And again, there's also... Remember how I said earlier that there is a way to automate basically everything that you do? You know, you're seeing that I have to go like back and forth between these to refuel it. Well, there's another way to automate that process, to have it so that it auto refuels and stuff like that. And to put all of the resources that you mine and stuff into a chest to do stuff with. So, but that involves electricity, and that's what I have to set up now. So I'm just basically clearing this huge mega patch of nonsense here, so I can just make the biggest train of steam engines ever. And I think there are alternate fuel sources. Like I've always gotten to the point where I get to solar power, because there is solar power in this game, obviously, but I don't know if there's any other power source past that. So there you go. I'm going to make as many boilers as I can. I'm going to make as many pipes as I can. I don't really care about the fuel level on that. Oh, and by the way, if you see over here, press T to start new research, there's a bunch of crap that you can research and stuff. And oh my gosh, they actually retextured all of this, which is really nice. I like that. And you can actually produce these little science packs, and they require certain components. You can automate the construction of that, and you could have it so that everything auto researches for you, which is again really nice. This is a good setup, but if you want to make it more efficient, I think it would just be better to have it so that... Actually, can you switch that? Yeah, you can. I think in order to have better efficiency, I'm going to need a... Come on, give me that. Another stone furnace. So this way I can double my production of iron ore. Previously I was doubling my production of iron ore, but I wasn't doubling my production of iron plates. I was getting the same amount of plates either way, but now I'm doubling the amounts of plates that I can get. And you can see how much you're producing if you press P. You can see your production and consumption graphs, and I'm making hovering around 32 to 40 plates per minute, and I'm consuming between 32 and 40 iron ore a minute. And the little number here basically shows you how many you're consuming or producing in every second. So that's a really nice thing. I think there's also a graph for power when you produce electricity. The graphs can just get insane. When you build your base up to like just incredible amounts, gets so crazy how much you can produce in this game. It's just brilliant. I love it. Alright, that's gonna take years to produce, so I'm going to produce 2 offshore pumps. I'm just gonna produce more of that. And I'm just going to have to wait until it actually produces these offshore pumps, but what I'm going to do is that Where do I want to start this? Because I'm just going to designate this entire area to, like, really random shit. So... How do I want to set this up? Actually, you know what? I've been running this episode for a while now. This is a really good game. If you don't have this game for yourself, I really recommend that you get it. And I guarantee you that the price for this game is going to increase when it turns into an actual game. So I'm just going to... And here you can see my previous factory, actually. Hold on, I'll save this as, let's play. Should I add an apostrophe? Nah, I'm just gonna leave it like that. So I'm just gonna save that. But I can actually load this other save that I have. So let me just close that. And this is a factory I have in my own save. So as you can see, there's just a bunch of stuff. Like here I have electricity powering this electric mining drill, and conveyor belts take the coal all the way around to do stuff. And here I have my little train of power, which is being generated from these I get water, I heat the water up, and I put it in these steam engines. The higher the temperature of the water in the steam engines, the more power that you get. And so here I have it so that the inserters basically automatically pick something up and put it wherever the arrow is. So it's picking coal off of the conveyor belts and automatically putting it inside of these boilers. And then over here you can see I have this automated iron mining process. I have, what is this, 6-7 mining drills here with this really massive patch of iron. And I only have 2 copper drills, so this is what I mean. You're going to need a lot more iron than copper. And here you can have it, and here's a way you can have it. So iron is coming up in here, coal is coming up in here. And this is a really old save. This is when I was figuring out how to play Factorio, so not everything is as optimized as it could be. And as you can see here, if I ever need to craft something, I can just pick up some iron plates just easily. And this is how you research. You use a lab and you can produce these things. There are assembling machines, and it's just, and there's way more. Like, if you think this is a lot, I still have all of this to research, and all of this has its own components and machines that you can craft and make stuff, and it's just such a massive game. I don't see how anybody could ever get bored of this. I guarantee you it's gonna be one of those games where you start playing at like in the afternoon, like 1 p.m. or something, and then like, oh, I'm just gonna play real quickly, and then all of a sudden it's like 1 a.m. It actually happened to me. It's one of those games, and I barely have those games. The only game that can actually make me stay up like that late and make me not even keep track of time is Portal. That was the only other game. Portal 2 is the only other game, and Factorio has just earned its slot. I think this is just the greatest game ever. So yeah, this video's been going on for like 25 minutes now, so I want to thank you guys for watching this video and sticking all the way until the end. I'm really sorry about my really shitty uploading schedule, but I've just got a lot of stuff to do. I'm moving on to another big part of my life, and it's just taking up a lot of time, but I am constantly I have a bunch of games lined up that I want to play, but I don't have time to actually play. But yeah, I've been rambling on about excuses and whatnot for so long, but again, thank you guys so much for sticking all the way through this video, and I will see you guys in the next video.